get off Twitch. I mean, and that's essentially the whole message, right? If you're a VTuber at this point and you just stay on Twitch, hoping that the platform is getting better, unfortunately, this is like Sony. I got bad news for you. Things ain't gonna be the same anymore. And when it comes down to it, I completely understand that maybe not everybody switching from Twitch to a whole nother place is something that's viable because let's keep it a stack. Is thousands upon thousands of people going to just switch different platforms just to watch one person? Chances are maybe the super really big interested people are, but the average casual person probably isn't going to do that, which is really unfortunate. And obviously it sucks for the person that is running said channel. But when it comes down to it though, Twitch just is not making it easy for y'all. It is definitely not making it easy. And that is why I call Twitch bitch. Because let's just keep it very much a stack. Twitch, with all its rules and how it's how things are done and how it should be a good platform, is relatively just resulting itself into being a bitch. Like, let's just keep it very much a stack. That is why, if I ever got the chance to stream, your ass wouldn't catch me on Twitch unless I was doing a collaboration of some sort. Then besides that, that's like the only excuse. But if I can help it, I would probably just avoid Twitch altogether, because you can't say certain things, you can't necessarily enjoy your time there, and apparently unless you're a fine thick ass OnlyFans body count in the millions having ass female, then you're basically, kind of screwed out of luck essentially. You're not necessarily going to get all the props and praises as you should, because that's the only people on the Twitch staff that they actually care for, the people that they honestly pay money to see by their own OnlyFans and things like that, which is crazy in itself, but that's just how it goes. Clearly, there is biases that is just on Twitch's mind. And unfortunately, VTubers don't necessarily get that luxury, even though, one, they're fictional, and two, they're not necessarily in the wrong for a lot of the things that they do, right? For a lot of the time, VTubers are just wearing, yes, maybe some sexy outfits, but nothing really like, a Chatterbait stream or a Pomp stream or anything like that. It's not like they're gonna be just straight up showing everything out there. But that's just not how it goes for the most part. But they get basically hit with everything for literally nothing. For example, having just straight up cleavage. Apparently, you can't have that for whatever reason. Same thing for hips now for apparently whatever reason. It's like you gotta be in an Eastern Arabic type country to be able to stream on Twitch if you're a VTuber, which is kind of what they're setting up and what they're trying to, I feel like they're building towards, if not already been built towards, because it's just like, why is this all this necessary? It's a bit crazy to kind of just be like, yeah, this is it. This is how it goes. And it doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. And it just is really crappy behavior, because one side of the party here is obviously getting more freedom to do what they want to do than the actual people that is following the rules and following it to a certain degree, really, of actual concern and actual respectable role playing. But one side of it is obviously not, and it's very sad and unfortunate. And what makes this situation even worse is that you can call out Twitch just as many times as you want to, and they're not necessarily keen on playing by the same rules that they set, essentially. They be like, oh, well, we put the whole, rules in place there, and, we keep it equal through and through, and we try to make everything, actually, like, pretty accurate and stuff. Blasphemy! So, obviously, we can clearly see, there is some nonsense that has come through. They are playing the game that is bullshit. I smell absolute bullshit in the air, because, how can you see some Asian woman with some jiggling ass and just going about the whole ass stream, but a VTuber that does the same thing? For whatever reason, that's like that's cancelable by nature. That is honestly something that we cannot necessarily see here. It must be banned, and it must be, hidden like it's the fake sky of Tavat, which honestly we will talk about later. But still, nonetheless, it just really doesn't make sense. Why is it so weird? Why is it so a thing that VTubers can't necessarily stream in the same capacity as real people who use their real bodies? Why is this the case? Do Twitch staff thinks that VTubers are actual cartoon characters? Do they think it's for children? Do they think it's supposed to be that route? Like, why would you think that it would be that route when you have people like Bishojo who use this Twitch all the time to stream and to do whatever, and essentially you have recognized them before. You recognize a lot of YouTubers before. How do you not necessarily like look at those people for a moment and be thinking, you know what? Maybe we should give them the same type of, standard or something like that. Again, unless it's just some bullshit behind the staff, honestly, right? Which very much so it's just really annoying. It's just really sad and it's unfortunate, especially for more so on the lower levels, because let's keep it very much a stack. VTubers at the top, that's already at the top of the game, people know of already. Honestly, they'll be fine. They got money. They'll be absolutely fine. They got businesses probably. They've got investments, stocks. So if anything happens to them, they'll live. They'll be all right. But when it comes down to the lower levels, what about them? What if they want to try and you just change up their outfit, change up their, design a bit? But they'll be screwed faster, and they will probably get banned faster as well. But we know how Twitch bans usually are. They usually, don't stick. They usually just stay out there for like 10 seconds, and then you come back, and you'll be perfectly fine, and nothing really matters at the end of the day. That's just again how Twitch is. At least with Kick, there is actual reasonable consequences, and actual a big reason as to why, hey, you can't necessarily, stream anymore because your dumbass decided to crash a McLaren. Like that makes sense, reckless endangering. Your ass should be definitely in jail, or either luckily not 6 feet under somehow, even though maybe in some shape and form, people might think you should. But still, nonetheless, it's just like, at least there are consequences of that platform. It sticks versus Twitch, which is a shame. And honestly, let's keep it very much a state. I am not necessarily for banning a lot of things or banning people from, different platforms on a high degree. I feel like there should be some type of second chance systems at times. If you just get 3 strikes, it's not completely you're out. You get 1 more or so. But still, nonetheless, at least they make it stick. At least it matters, which makes Kick honestly look like a really more of a real serious platform than what Twitch is at the current moment right now. So to anybody that's really basically going to be streaming on Twitch or continuing to stream, and if you're a VTuber especially, at this point you should definitely consider your options. Consider streaming on Kick a bit more while multi-streaming on Twitch, if that's a thing that you can do. And if it's not a thing, just try to build up some credibility over there anyway, just to see where that goes. Or start making a YouTube channel and start posting content. Maybe not necessarily regularly, but like post content on there so you have a second home base, just in case Twitch just becomes basically a shit show, even more than it already is. You never really know. So there's options to definitely consider there, because there's just a lot of weird shit going wrong with VTubers at the moment. And I honestly just looking like just everywhere you go, they getting shit on in one way or another. And then all of these top level people don't want to necessarily either A, do anything about this, or speak out about this, or essentially have those same top level people go after other VTubers and just, trash on them for whatever dumbass reason. It's just not necessarily great. So hopefully, things will turn around. Hopefully VTubers will get their, whole ass, I guess, salvageable situation from all this. But still, nonetheless, we'll have to see. But that's really all I'll say for this one. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification anywhere else. Also follow me on our socials and let's donate to the channel. Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's OJ, signing off. Have a blessed day.